Boom shakalaka, had you have bought $4,291 of Pendle back in November 2022 and sold it at the top in the beginning of April, guess what? You would have been a millionaire. Does a better opportunity exist today? Could a mere $596 of Pendle make you a millionaire? Realistically, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Bradley here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at could $596.30 of Pendle make you a millionaire realistically? Like I was saying earlier, and before we get into this, like the video, subscribe, come join us over on Twitter through Crypto Love. But like I was saying earlier, had you have bought $4,291 of Pendle back in November 2022 at 3 cents, which would have been right back here, and then sold it at the top right up here, guess what? The price was $6.99 at that time. You would have 233x'd that investment. And had you have put $4,291 into Pendle back in November 2022, guess what? You would have been a millionaire. Why didn't you do that? What is wrong with you? Well, you're in luck because today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at could you realistically become a Pendle millionaire from $596? Now, we're going to get into all the math behind it. But before we do, what is the deal with Pendle and why are so many people so enthusiastic about it right now? Well, Pendle is liberating yield, and you can see some yield examples right here. Fixed yield for everyone, find your stability among volatile yields, no lockup periods, and control your yield, long yield or hedge your yield exposures. The choice is yours. Wow, right now they have $4.5 billion TVL, cross-chain compatible Ethereum, Arbitrum, BNB, and Optimism, and the core technologies would be yield tokenization, so you can split any yield-bearing asset into separate yield and principal components for maximum control. They have their automatic money makers designed for yield trading with concentrated liquidity, dual fee structure, and negligible IL concerns, and the Pendle, lock Pendle for a stake in the protocol. Now, they are trusted by some names you might know, like Binance Labs, and they have been audited. But the thing that is probably really interesting for a lot of people is some of these yields. We showed a couple yields on the top of this website right here, but those weren't even the most outrageous ones. I mean, look at this, 56.58% yields, 44.97% yields. What's your bank offering? I think mine's like 0.001%. I don't even know. It's negligible. I don't even look at it anymore. But this could get a lot of attention from a lot of people. Look at this, 63% yield. Now, yield farming tends to be very attractive, very profitable until it isn't. But if we take a look at Pendle price right now, you can see it's $6.20. Market cap is kind of dependent upon the circulating supply, which CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap say differing values. Now, based on this $599 million market cap, and you can see price has risen quite dramatically. As the price goes up, so is the risk investing in it at that point. Now, the price could continue up, but it also might not, especially when you see stuff like this. Wallet 0x01F, likely an investor deposited the first 400,000 Pendle, which is $2.6 million to Binance at $6.71 after a year of dormancy. So if they are offloading, you can see a lot of people offloaded down here at the bottom, but the first large wallet to offload at the top potentially could more be offloading in the near future. I don't exactly know. And like I said, if you compare this to other projects, what is it called? Yield farming is profitable until it isn't. At one point, things like Yearn Finance were valued at 2 Bitcoin per YFI. Now it's roughly a tenth of a Bitcoin per YFI. So things can go up, but they can also go down. However, if you do believe that this one is going up, and it very well could, I mean, who's to say what could happen in the future? Definitely not me. But if it could, let's take a look at some scenarios. Could $596 of Pendle realistically make you a millionaire? So, first thing to note. Let's say today, you invest $1,000 in Pendle right now at $6.18. That will get you 162 Pendle. All right? Now, let's say Pendle's got some momentum, it's got some notoriety, some people like it, the yields are pretty outrageous, and let's say it continues to go up. Let's say it goes up to the levels that Yearn Finance saw last cycle, or things like Lido DAO saw. that would be a market cap of $3 billion. Well, if that were to happen, remember the market cap right now, arguably somewhere between 596 million and 1.5 billion, but you would still roughly 5x your investment, making you $5,039 off of a $1,000 investment with a $31 Pendle. I think that one is realistic if this one does continue on with the notoriety it's gaining, with the gains it's gaining, especially with the rest of the market going sideways and this one continuing to go up. Certainly 100% possible in my point of view. Clearly not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Now, on to the next scenario. Let's say that, yield farming does become incredibly popular again, like it did last cycle, and let's say that Pendle is one of the top platforms, and let's say it makes it into the top 10 of CoinMarketCap based on the numbers last cycle. Well, if that were to happen, it would have a market cap of $69 billion. Now, that, my friends, would 115x your investment, turning that $1,000 into $115,906 with a $715 Pendle. So this one, a bit more out there, but certainly realistic. We're taking a look at numbers from last cycle, and I have a feeling this cycle is going to far eclipse last cycle, despite the sideways movement right before the halving that everyone thinks is turning into a bear market. But I think that one, again, potentially somewhat realistic, could happen should yield farming take off and Pendle become one of the top platforms for it. Now, on to the less realistic, but not outside the realm of possibility. So, last cycle, Ethereum's market cap peaked at $559 billion. I have a feeling, and again, I could be wrong, I've been wrong many times in my life, but I have a feeling we'll see a lot of altcoins hit that same market cap that Ethereum hit last cycle. If that happens, and if Pendle is one of those, guess what? You would 937x your investment, making you $939,007 from $1,000 in Pendle with a $5,796 Pendle, which is outrageous, but not outside the realm of possibility. Now, if you want something just bordering on the cusp of the realm of possibility, here's what it is. So we have yet to have a $1 trillion altcoin. Bitcoin has become a $1 trillion asset. Altcoins have not yet. Now, eventually there will become a day when there is a $1 trillion altcoin. And could Pendle be that first one? I mean, remember those outrageous, insane yields that you're earning with Pendle, 60-some%. Why not? Why couldn't this be a $1 trillion asset? Well, in the case that it is, from a $1,000 investment, you would 1,676. Wow, that must have been a Freudian slip, huh? 1,677x your investment, making you $1.7 million from a $1,000 investment. In that case, in that scenario, a mere $596.30 of Pendle would make you a millionaire, realistically. So, like I said, do your own due diligence. Possibilities out there. Could go up, could go down. But if you did like the video, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.